presentation of the National Football League.
The veteran Brandon McManus ready to kick this one up. And off we go from the link. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. So here come the Eagles, and they are led by the reigning Super Bowl MVP. What a season for Jalen Hurts. Took the Eagles to the mountaintop. Now his 6th season in the NFL.
Now, this is the type of quarterbacks that just give defensive coordinators nightmares. They stay up all night thinking, okay, what is the best way to defend him? Do we treat him as a runner? Do we treat him as a passer? And I think that's really where the most stress comes in, Mike, is you want to make sure you don't let him kill you with his legs downfield as a runner, but it's also his ability to extend plays as a passer that really creates a lot of stress on your back-end coverage, and that's where those big plays can come. So it's a big challenge. They know it, and we'll find out early on what the plan is.
He was looking for A.J. Brown that time. Now it's going to be 3rd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often, and when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
It's a gain of a yard. And an Eagles first down.
When done correctly, Mike, this is just such a high percentage call. It's kind of hard to choose another play off your call sheet. It's impossible to defend. You can know it's coming, stack the box, whatever you want to do. But most of the time, they'll just drive forward and pick up the first down.
They'll fake the give. Now it's Hurts. Forced out left. And he'll wind up getting about 4 before he's shown the sideline.
Nothing open here downfield. I think it's a good job just getting to the edge, getting something positive, getting out of bounds.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 5. Here's a handoff to Barkley. Down the sideline, past the 40. Oh, what a run. Down inside the 30-yard line. It's a gain there of 26 yards.
For Eagles, first down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
This is a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. That's complete to his big tight end. Dallas got him. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd down and 6. On the handoff, this is Barkley. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
So often when it comes to safeties, Mike, we talk about their speed and their range. But for him to be able to come up and make a tackle and be physical at the point of attack and keep this ball carrier to no gain, that's pretty impressive.
On third down, it's Hurts. He'll try to run for it. And he will easily pick up the first down. They've got first and goal coming up.
That's good for another Eagles. First and goal at the 9-yard line.
This is an element that defensively you always have to be ready to defend. You can't just accept that it's a pass and be so consumed with the receivers downfield. You have to account for the quarterback as a scrambler. You can see why, as he's able to get out of the pocket and pick up the first down.
That's to the right side, caught by Dallas. And he gets to the outside and takes it in. Dallas Goedert, touchdown Eagles. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
Jake Elliott now for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Eagles will take a 7-0 lead.
Packers nothing.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. For the return, it's Keyshawn Nixon. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. So the Packers come out, and they are led by Jordan Love, who followed Aaron Rodgers after playing apprentice for a couple of seasons. And now for Love, it is his third season as the Green Bay starter.
I think when you break down this game, Mike, I think it's really quite simple. I think it really comes down to the age-old, hey, be balanced on offense. Can their passing attack and rushing attack complement each other? Because what that does is it makes the defense defend the entire field. And then the #1 goal of every team, every week in the NFL, no self-inflicted negatives. That's tackles for loss, sacks, and then, of course, the most important one, don't turn the ball over.
A lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. He was trying to connect with Matthew Bolden that time. And third down coming up.
Yards to go.
From the gun, it's Love. Downfield, got a man, and he's got it. That pass play good for 22. First down, Packers.
First down, Green Bay.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
Go play action with Love. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
A gain of 3 brings up second down at the Eagles' 45-yard line.
Ball placed at the 45 for second and 5. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And a good tackle out wide. Will hold him to a gain of just 3.
Mitchell on the tackle. A 3-yard gain on the play brings up third down.
They'll empty out the backfield, line up for 3rd and 3. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. And this is caught on the sideline. Going to have the first down. Oh, wait a minute. Maybe not. They say the feet were out of bounds. Wow. Big, tight call there. For the moment, it'll be 4th down.
So prior to that 3rd down call, Mike, I thought they put themselves in a pretty good situation. At that down and distance, they had run and pass, both at their disposal, but nice job by the defense being up to the task. Force the incomplete, brings up 4th down.
Personal foul, roughing the kicker, defense.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. A handoff running left. It's Jacobs. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
These negative runs, they just make everything for the play caller that much more difficult, Mike. So they've got to find a way to be more efficient on these early downs, meaning 1st and 2nd down, because if not, you find yourself the entire game in 3rd and pass, and that's what every single defense in the league is trying to do.
He'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6. It sets up 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Now Love. That one reeled in by Golden. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker. And that is going to set up an interesting 4th down decision.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
So instead of going for the 1st down, in comes the field goal unit. Bit of a surprise here. McManus's kick is good. And the Packers are on the board. It's 7-3.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. The Eagles offense ready to see the football for the 2nd time. The lead sits at 4. So they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 38-yard line.
From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. That's caught. Saquon Barkley. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection, and maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
He's got a tight end count to Tara to the left. And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line. They get 21 on that one. 1st down, Philadelphia.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball and pick up the 1st down.
A 5-yard gain brings up 2nd down at the Packers' 29-yard line.
from the 29. Here's second down and 4.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up third down and 2.
So we are through one here on Sunday Night Primetime. It's the Eagles with the early advantage. And we're back in Philly in a moment. Eagles in possession to start the second quarter, as they've got it starting third down and 2. He's got his man right side. It's complete. And it looks like he's going to have a first down. Nothing fancy there. Short completion, but it yields a fresh set of downs.
This is a great example of where just having situational awareness is so critical in the huddle. When every one of those receivers, Mike, breaks the huddle and go line up, they've got to know where that first down marker is. If your route calls and get by it, secure the catch, and bring up a fresh set of downs.
Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
Open man left side is Brown. He's got it.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
Dotson, the man in motion. On third down, here's Hurts. Fighting for the goal line. They're going to stop him just short, but he has picked up the first down.
17 yards. That's another Eagles first down. First and goal at the 1-yard line.
It just seems like whenever they need a big play on third down, you can almost guarantee that he's someone they're going to try to get the ball to, and certainly easy to see why. Clutch play by everyone involved and keeps the offense on the field.
Saquon, and he's not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose yardage. They push him backwards.
A loss of 2.
These are the impact plays that this linebacker is capable of, Mike. Not only dissecting and determining where the ball was going, but then to shoot through the line of scrimmage and make this tackle for a loss. That's a big-time play by a really good player.
A second down throw for Hurts. The pressure there got to him. He's hit as he threw it, and that pass falls incomplete.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
This defense holding tight. Now from the 3-yard line, they'll try to stop third and goal. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. It is brought in the end zone. Devontae Smith, touchdown Philadelphia.
And what a fitting end to this drive, Mike. It only makes sense that he's the one that gets the ball in the end zone after making a handful of clutch plays prior to the touchdown. That was just a textbook example of one guy taking over the game.
Elliott on now for the PAT. He knocks it through. And the Eagles extend their advantage to 14-3.
Eagles 14, Packers 3.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Bo Melton on the return. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. Packers offense ready for their second possession. They trail now 14-3, so an 11-point deficit as they start things out with 1st and 10. On play action, Love. That one down the field, but it is incomplete.
And even though they'll say he had a man in the vicinity of the throw, it was clearly not intended to be caught. Really smart play. Don't risk a turnover here. Live for the next snap.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. To throw is Love. And that ball in and out of his hands. It is incomplete. Might tell you after the game he should have come up with that one. He doesn't, and now 3rd down comes up.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it. Continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
A pickup of 21 on that connection. Good for a Green Bay 1st down.
1st down, Packers.
So here's a play, Mike, that is clearly designed to attack the middle 3rd of the field. So think it's roughly the space between the numbers. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And once he understood where his leverage was and he gets his head around, great job by the quarterback on time, delivering a strike. Some defensive ends specialize in getting after the quarterback. Some defensive ends specialize in run game. This guy can really make an impact on both, as we saw here for that tackle for loss.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Back to throw is Love. Work in the middle of the field, but that is incomplete. Dayton Reed was the intended target, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot. That's just bad timing by the offensive line. They've got to get their linemen out in front of him, so either the linemen need to go faster or the back just needs to be more patient. But either way, they're just not in sync on that screen pass.
On 4th down, the Packers turn it over to Daniel Whelan to punt. Back deep for Philly, it's Cooper to Gene. That one hit inside the 10, but it bounces forward into the end zone. Bring it back out to the 20-yard line. Devontae Smith and the rest of the Philly offense heading back onto the field. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. Throw across his body is complete, and he'll be taken down up around the 32-yard line. That's his 3rd catch of this 1st half, and good enough for a 1st down.
So the athleticism of this tight end is pretty well documented, Mike. I mean, he can pick up yards after the catch. It's just such a rare trait for tight ends. So it's the size, it's the speed, it's the matchup problem. And we got a glimpse of all of it right here.
Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down.
2nd down.
To throw is Hurts. That's caught by Smith on the right side. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
So anytime you decide to blitz, the hope is that the secondary can hold up long enough to allow the extra pressure guys to get to the quarterback. But when you don't get to the quarterback and he's able to get the ball on time and in rhythm, there are holes in the back end, and they're able to pick up the first down.
That's complete. Tight end got it. And he's going to have the first down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going.
Eagles, first down.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on third down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
2 first downs have them up to the 44-yard line. It's 1st and 10. Man in motion is Brown. They fake the jet sweep and will hand it up the middle. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Now Hurts. To the outside. Catch made by Brown.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
3rd down. Here's Hurts out of the gun. He'll try and get there on the ground.
A gain of 9 yards.
Having a quarterback with this ability to run is such an X factor in today's NFL. It's an element of their offense that you have to be prepared for on every single play. Here we see it on 3rd down. Starts out as a pass. Nowhere to go with the ball. He tucks it, turns into a runner. Picks up the 1st down.
Quick throw on the RPO to Goddard. And he's going to be close to another 1st down as he's forced out just shy of the marker.
We hear the term RPO so often, Mike, and it continues to kind of trickle its way into the NFL. But remember, it's a lot different in the NFL than it is in the college game where it's a lot more prevalent. The lineman cannot go downfield, so that quarterback has to make a lot of really fast snapshot decisions, or else it's going to lead to a penalty or him holding on to the ball too long. So it's something that teams want to implement, but maybe not quite to the level that we see in the college game.
They gained 18 yards on that one. Good for an Eagles 1st down.
Nice job by them getting the back to the perimeter. Then he's able to get outside, stick his foot in the ground, and then get vertical, right down the numbers. Those are the type of runs this offense wants to see more of going forward.
On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Now Hurts in the caller's own number. The defense not fighting. They stay at home, and they tackle him for no gain.
Oftentimes, the more success you have as a quarterback keeping the ball, the more attention that you're going to get from the defense, and I think that's exactly the case here. They've been burned a few times by this guy already today, but this time they were ready for him.
Now Jalen Hurts on 2nd down. That's taken in right side by Goddard. And nice work there after the catch. He's a little short of the 1st down after a gain of 7.
Not every pass has to be thrown downfield. You can rely on the run after catch, especially a big body like this tight end. Get the ball in his hands early and let him pick up the rest after the catch.
They'll try to run here with Barkley. And he's got nowhere to go. That defensive front controlling the line of scrimmage. It'll bring up 4th down. Packers go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. It'll come with 36 ticks left on the first half clock. They can still pick up a first down here, and they'll line up to go for it on fourth down. Here's Hurts. Taking off, and he's in! Jalen Hurts. Touchdown, Eagles. That is a heartbreaker for the defense. They took away what he wanted to do in the air, Greg, but that scrambling ability gets him to the end zone for the touchdown.
And the reason he was able to take advantage with his legs here, Mike, is he made a fast decision realizing there was nowhere to go with the ball. The amount of guys the defense had in coverage took those passes away. He tucked the ball down, took advantage of the space, and he was able to take it all the way.
The extra point by Elliott is good. And the Eagles move out to a 21-3 advantage. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. Here's Nixon on the return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Packers offense going to take over just before the half. They'll try to get this a bit more respectable before the break. It has not been their half to this point. Let's see what they do on this one. First down now. He's going to go deep, looking for Reed. That ball broken up. It is incomplete. They tried the shot on first down, couldn't connect. It'll bring up second down.
This is one of those plays where you either have to just eat it or you got to make a better decision on where you throw that ball, because you continue to throw the ball into these crowds, especially under pressure, you're going to turn the ball over, balls are going to get tipped up in the air, and bad things are going to happen. So, fortunately for him, it winds up incomplete, but got to expect better decision-making as the game goes on.
That's timeout for Green Bay. It'll be their second, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in half number one. Here's a third down and 4. Here's Love to throw. And this is caught on the sideline. Going to have the first down. Oh, wait a minute. Maybe not. They say the feet were out of bounds. Wow. Big, tight call there. For the moment, it'll be fourth down.
And barring an aggressive decision here on fourth down, it just seemed like a really wasted possession to go 3 and out, not able to pick up a single first down. Not only do you not able to gain any field position advantage, it really takes a lot of the wind out of your sails as you find yourself jogging off the field and the punt team coming on.
Whoa! And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over.
First and 10. At their own 33-yard line.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. Halftime.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick recap of the first half, which has been strongly one-sided. This is heading towards blowout territory unless they can come from behind and get themselves a victory. Let's find out what happens in the second half. Let's go back out to the commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thank you, my friend. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of this second half. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. The Packers offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. They're in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. Throwing is Love. Get this over the middle to Golden. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
It's the tight end Kraft in motion. Love out quickly to Dobbs. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down.
A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and less than a yard.
Here's 3rd down and a few inches. They'll run the sneak. And it looks like he's going to have that first down. He will, not by a whole lot, but he's got it enough. They convert on 3rd down.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run game. 3rd and short, 4th and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
And he'll wind his way to about the 38-yard line. Adoree Jackson makes the tackle.
A gain of 4 brings up 2nd down at the 38-yard line.
2nd and 5. It's the tight end Kraft in motion. Throwing on 2nd down, Love. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down.
The drag route. We used to say this is day 1 install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
They'll go with the sneak. And he'll keep the drive moving. He's got the first down up to the 45.
A pickup of 2 yards. First down, Green Bay.
First and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Love. This one is caught by Reed. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend. And what really stands out about this drive is the ability of the quarterback to really spread the ball around to multiple targets and put so much pressure on the defense, deciding who do they want to account for, because no matter who they try to take away, the quarterback's doing a nice job of finding the open man.
And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
Second down at the 33-yard line.
From the 33, here's 2nd and 7. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. That is into the hands of Wicks. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
A gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
In motion goes Dobbs. From the gun. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
This is a great reminder of why it's so important to have great offensive tackles. When you get beat so fast off the edge, the quarterback has nowhere to go in the pocket to escape, and that's what happens.
Brandon McManus and the field goal unit come on. This is going to be a 51-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Packers are back within 2 scores. All right, Scott, thank you very much. Welcome back, everyone, for quarter number 3. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here comes Will Shipley on the return. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. Jalen Hurts and the Philadelphia offense set to take over once more. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete. Devontae Smith, the intended receiver, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
So the defense comes out in a cover 2 shell, and what that means, Mike, is the 2 safeties are going to split the field in half. One guy has one half, and the other guy has the other. There are abilities to get down the middle of the field, especially if you have speed. But really where you can attack it is they don't have enough guys to defend all of the underneath zones, and if you run the right concepts with the right quarterback, you can pick them apart. In order for you to be able to operate out of this 4-3 style defense, Mike, the key is your defensive tackles, their ability to penetrate, their ability to be game wreckers. That's exactly what we saw here, his ability to get back there, make the stop at the line of scrimmage, keep it to no gain.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Got to give a lot of credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was plenty of time for the quarterback to work through his progression. I thought the protection was actually pretty solid. But at the end of it, there was just nowhere to go, and he had no choice but to just throw that ball away.
So on 4th down, they'll call on Braden Mann to punt. Jaden Reed goes back to return. This fielded inside the 35. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. Out comes the Green Bay offense now as they get set to take over again. They need to start making some inroads here. Down 2 scores as they begin this drive with 1st down. And he'll push his way ahead for a gain of 2. Andrew Makuba up from his safety spot to make the stop.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
From the 43, here's 2nd and 8. They'll run the draw with Jacobs. And some good blocking at the point of attack. A pickup of 7, and it brings up 3rd down.
It's tough to completely celebrate, Mike, when you don't pick up the 1st down, but that's a run you will take every single time. I mean, good yardage in a lot of situations, it'll get you the 1st down, just not here.
They'll try to sneak it here. Trying to find any seam he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's 4th down.
No gain on the play.
No gain on a quarterback sneak? That's pretty surprising, Mike, anytime we see that happen. There just aren't many plays in the NFL that we consider to be automatic. The quarterback sneak is normally pretty close.
They'll run it and give it to the big guy. And he's going to have a Packers 1st down. Quite a call there. They go for it on 4th and inches, and it's a gain of 5.
1st down.
This play should always end up converting a 4th down, especially at this distance. But you can't tell me there weren't some nerves on that sideline as they sent that play in to snap it. But fortunately, nothing to worry about. The offense gets it done.
On 1st and 10, here comes Jacobs.
Josh Jacobs, the ball carrier. Reed Blankenship on the tackle. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 41-yard line.
From the 41, here's 2nd down and 7. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he's going to pick it up. Take it down inside the 35 for the first down.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. An 8-yard pickup. First down, Green Bay.
Second down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
Off-balance throw. It's complete. And he's back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain before stepping out of bounds. From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 9. Now Love. Here's a screen taken in by Jacobs. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this 3rd quarter.
It's a gain of...
So, 3 quarters now in the books. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. They'll empty out the backfield and line up for 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's Love. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. They get 12 yards on that pass. First down, Packers.
First down, Packers.
Okay, so now you pick up that first down, Mike, but now there needs to be a sense of urgency. You know you need to score twice. So this one, ideally for the offense, results in a touchdown. But either way, this first score of the 2 needed needs to be fast. You need every possession you can here late in the 4th quarter.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
A little surprising to see them keep the ball on the ground, especially given the situation, Mike. I mean, you're trailing. You haven't had a lot of success running the ball up until this point. They need chunk plays. They need to score, and they need to score fast.
It's the tight end Kraft in motion. A 2nd down throw for Love. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
Just a simple hitch route. Certainly nothing special there or anything downfield, but the idea is the more of those you throw and those efficient passes, the second the defense moves up to take it away, that's when you go for the big ones.
3rd and 5. Love to throw. Headed left. Waiting for the goal line. He lost the football. It's out. And I think the Eagles have it. Yes, they do. Talk about a big swing there. The offense was driving, had it in the red zone, looking to score. Not only does the defense stop them, Greg, they get the ball back, and they improve the field position with a nice fumble return.
And what a change of events. You find yourself defending your own side of the field, and next thing you know, you scoop. For a minute, it looked like there was going to be a score, but either way, after running out of gas, he sets his offense up in a great situation.
Here comes the Philly offense now as they make their way back onto the field. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Hurts going to fire this one out to Smith. And he's got it to the 35-yard line. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
An interesting decision there by the play caller to put this ball in the air. Mike, you're up by 2 scores. Traditional wisdom says, hey, we're up by 2 scores late in the 4th quarter. We've got to keep this clock moving. You don't want to risk an incompletion. Now, they convert. They're able to secure the catch and pick up a fresh set of downs. That's going to enable them to continue to burn more clock. And without a stop, their opponent's not going to get the ball back.
Devontae Smith, the intended receiver, and that will lead to a 2nd down. Man in motion is Brown. On second down, Hurts. And that one's incomplete, but a late flag comes in. Looked like he might have gotten there early. Set to go now on 1st and 10. A run with Barkley.
Number 26, Saquon Barkley, the ball carrier. A 2-yard gain brings up second down at the 50-yard line.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's second down and 7. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. He's going to air this one out, looking for Dotson. And John Dotson was the intended receiver there. Third down coming up.
I love that they continue to stay aggressive here, Mike, and that route right there, we used to call it a big 8. It's a deep post route, but the ball placement isn't exactly where it needs to be, and that's a missed opportunity.
Open man, Devontae Smith. And he's going to get there. He got the first down, not by a whole lot, but that'll keep this drive rolling.
First down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
At this point in the game, Mike, it really starts coming down to the number of possessions. So that's a huge first down conversion, fresh set of downs. Now, the balance is stay aggressive and maintain the ball, but also start working this clock.
They'll run. It's Barkley. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
A loss of 2.
At this stage in the fourth quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
Dotson, the man in motion. To throw on second down is Hurts. The open receiver is Dotson. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
Third and 1.
It may not have moved the chains, but with what they were dealing with there on second down, that's a really nice pickup because now it opens up your play call sheet on third down where it's a little bit more manageable.
It's the quarterback with a sneak. Trying to find any seam he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's fourth down. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Here's Barkley. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down.
The tackle by Clay Walker. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7 at the 29-yard line.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. That's catch 3 just on this drive. And it gets his team a first down.
And if he's late with that throw, Mike, there's a really good chance a defender could have made a play on it. But he does a beautiful job. He puts the ball out in front of his shoulder, leads the receiver, and allows him to get upfield and pick up the first down.
He'll work forward for about 3. It's second down.
He was brought down at the 13-yard line. Brings up second down.
He'll stay on the ground with Barkley. And he will get forward for about 5 yards. That sets up third down.
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense, and right now it's one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
Trying to find any seam he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's 4th down. Here's Jake Elliott now to try the field goal. This about as short as you can get. Elliott's kick is good. And the Eagles add on to their lead.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So the mistake there, the roughing call on the field goal, they'll take the 3 points off the board, keep possession of the ball, and have it 1st down. And this one ruined quickly. Take them back to the 5-yard line.
So these situations, Mike, are always very tricky for a play caller. Of course you want to keep the clock moving. You're just trying to run the game out and maintain this lead, but you also don't want to become overly predictable. So with the defense just selling out to stop the run, I think they have to mix in a few high completion percentage passes to just at least keep them off balance.
He was taken down behind the line of scrimmage. The play lost a yard. It's now 3rd and goal.
So 2 minutes left to play in the 2nd half. We'll come back and finish this one off. After this, you've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's 3rd down. They'll run with Barkley. Trying to reach for the goal line, but he's going to come up just short. Wow, that's going to set up 4th down.
It's 4th and goal.
This has been quite the drive. 3 points would kind of feel like a letdown, so they're going to go for it here on 4th and goal. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Jalen Hurts. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Well, it turns out it was the 4th time that ended up being the charm, Mike, so they get stopped 3 rush attempts in a row. So what do? They keep the offense out there and they say, all right, try to stop us a 4th. The defense can't keep him out of the end zone, and that was a big-time job finishing off that drive for the offense.
Here's Elliott for the extra point. He's got it. And the Eagles will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter.
6.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Here's Nixon on the return. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Packers offense ready to get back at it. Things not looking good. But see if we can get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with 1st down. Here's Love. The open man is Reed. He's got it. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40. 13 yards to start that drive. And a quick 1st down.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
This one batted away. It's incomplete. Good hands there in the end zone, and that'll bring up second down.
It's second down and 10.
It's hard to play that ball any better than the way that defender did right there. I mean, to stay patient throughout the entire play and make sure that not only are you in prime position to make it, but then once the ball is there, attack it, knock it down, and save a touchdown.
On second down, Love. That one out in front of his big target. They cannot connect, and it falls incomplete. Tucker Kraft was the intended receiver there. And it'll be third down.
Yards to go.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
He'll try to run for it. And they will finally track him down inside the 40-yard line. That's timeout for Green Bay. It'll be their second. They'll stop it here with 1:07 on the clock. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Here's Love. That complete to Jacobs. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. That's a gain of 11, and they'll move the chains with another 1st down.
Every defense in the league, Mike, they stress the importance of defending the middle of the field. And in this case, that's just too much room to operate. They have to find a way to close and cloudy up those windows, make the quarterback throw the ball to the sidelines. When you allow him to operate in there, especially with that much space, you're going to make for a long day. And that's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball up to this point. And yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come down with it.
Love. There's a short one caught by Kraft. Packers going to use their final timeout now. They'll stop it with a little over 30 left in the game.
Just take what the defense is giving you. When you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, hitch routes, quick game, now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield.
To throw is Love. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by Adoree Jackson.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's position. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown, and instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
The Eagles offense headed back to take over once more. These fans set to head home happy. Very solid performance by the hometown side as they finish off a very decisive victory. And he'll be taken down. No timeouts left for the defense. That should do it.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 5-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 9. So it's a win here for the Eagles. And right away you can point to the turnover battle. Always key. Tells the story so often. It did here again today. Their offense didn't turn it over at all. They finished on the plus side with the takeaways. As a result, they're going to come away with the victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Eagles are winners, as we say, so long from South Philly.